Hi guys, me again. I thought I'd do a quick video and show everybody how to make this card. So, paper's approximately 14 square centimetres. Okay, just white cardstock. And I will be using, let me just move that out of the way. Inks I'm going to be using today are tumbled glass, Victoria Velvet, chipped sapphire, a little bit of mermaid lagoon. Stamps I'm using will be the fox and the tree from the Fox and the Fence set. I'm going to be using this tree here, just the tree part, from the Winter Trail. My old favourites, mini tall trees. And I'm going to be using the small tree from the Peaceful Panorama set. Okay, right, so I'm just going to get my card. Okay, so we're going to start with the sky. I'm going to get my inking brush and I'm going to get my Victoria Velvet. So this is a really beautiful soft colour, this one is. Let me just get some scrap. Okay, so, oh, I forgot my moon. My apologies, hang on. I think that needs a bit of sticky, bear with. So, just a circle, cut out a scrap card. I'll stick this on first. Okay, and then we're good to go. So, dab on, dab off. Just want to make sure you're in shot. And then we're just going to come across gently with the pink. And a little bit more. It's like a pink, it's like a salmon pink this is. It's so pretty, such a soft, pretty colour. Okay. So that's the pink. Put a little bit more on down here. Now, obviously, as I always say, and the girls do, the other girls, Katrina and Laura, you'll have more time to do it when you do it yourself. Okay, so let's pop the lid back on there. And then we're going to go in with some tumbled glass. So I'll leave that there and get my blue brush. And then we're just going to blend that in. Side to side, build up your colours. It gives you a smoother finish on your cards. Again, this tumbled glass is very like gentle, soft blue. And then I'm going to come back in with my pink. I'm not going to put any more ink on. Just going to blend that in. Just go over it again softly. And then I've left a colour out actually. Vilanous potion. So I'm going to use that on the bottom. So before I use that, I'm going to go into my chipped sapphire. I'm just going to do a little bit of blue here, just to break it up a little bit. And I'm going to go back into my tumbled glass and go over it. I want it a little bit more blue. I want it a little bit deeper. There you go. Now for the vilanous potion. Get my purple stencil brush. Dab off. This one's a bit juicy. And I'm going to grab a piece of card here. So I need to make the hill, so I'm going to very gently go over that with the vilanous potion. Okay, and that will be my hill. Then I'm going to grab the blue brush again and just go over that line a little to try and blend it in. Again, as I say, you'll have a little bit more time when you guys do it. Right, okay, so that's the sky done. So what I need to do now is, I think this is the other half, I'm hoping it is. Yeah, it is. So I'm going to cover that a little bit. So this is the top half to my mask that I've just used. And then I'm going to do some dark blue. So I'll use a little bit of the chip sapphire. Let's go back onto that. I'm just going to kind of sweep it over, if that makes sense. So it's not too much. Oops, hang on. I'm just going to go over. Right, there's an aeroplane coming over, so I apologise. Keep building that up gently, very gently. That's enough of that. And then I'm going to try a little bit of the tumbled glass, and I might mix a little bit of the mermaid lagoon, sorry. So just very gently. It blends better as well, so you know, if you take your time. Obviously I'm rushing now because we're time restricted with the videos. That's it. Okay, put the lid back on that. Try just a little bit blue lagoon. This is another really juicy pad, but I love the shade of this. I think it's just so nice. I think that's enough. Okay, so scrap paper, this bit will do. Can you see all the ragged edges on it? So I'm just gonna not put any more ink on for now. So I'm just gonna do my little snow flurries. Just random. Keep going. Trouble with me when I do this, I love doing it so much, I get a bit carried away and I don't stop. So, okay, that will do. So those are the snow flurries. Okay, now those of you that have watched my videos before, you know how much I love these chalk pencils. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put, just check he's still in shot. Yeah. So now I'm going to just put some lines on. I'm going to do some lines across the sky. So I'm going to get some red. We'll try a little bit of red. And this is all I do, literally. That's broken. Hang on. Got another red here. Okay, so just literally, very, very lightly. And rub. Take this off. That is literally all you do. I have, bear with me, an old paintbrush. Okay, so this is all I do. Just really, really lightly, and then rub it, and see how it smudges, and that gives you the lines, you know, across the sky. As you see, you know, sometimes in a sunset. And it is literally just that, just a scribble. And then I'm going to come in with a darker blue and just go kind of underneath, if that makes sense, just to give it a bit of a shadow. It just gives it, these are lovely because it just gives like a soft effect instead of harsh lines. Or if you don't want to use your finger, you can use just a tiny little corner, you know, of either a cotton bud, I use those a lot, or you can use some paper towel, just normal kitchen paper towel. That gives the same effect. But really, really gently, just do it. And there you go. I'm not going to add any more. I think you've got the idea now. So we'll put those away. Oh, actually, no, we won't. Let me get that dark blue again. Another plane coming over. I'm so sorry. I live right by the airport, as you can hear. This one doesn't seem to be wanting to work today. This brush, this pencil. And if you've got some chalks, you know, like the little block chalks that I've used before on one of my videos, you can use them as well. Just give the illusion that it's kind of going downwards. Okay. Right, stamping. So we're going to do the trees first. So I'm going to get my stamping platform out because we're stamping over ink. It's on my Old Faithful. Okay, so I'm just going to put that there. Hang on. Make sure you're in shot, guys. Yep. I'm just going to put that there. So I want to do these two trees first. The small and the larger one. So I'm using this stamp. This is from the bear with, the Winter Trail, and I only need the actual tree. So get my paper again, put that on, and then I'm going to place the tree where I want it. Did I do that? Actually, I don't need that mask. Sorry, guys. It's been a while since I've made this. I don't actually need that, do I? Right, okay, so I'm going to bring over my stamping platform, and I use Nocturne black ink. I'm just going to find it now because I don't know what I've done with it. Can you believe it? How can you lose ink on your table? Do you guys ever do this? Bear with me. Here it is, hiding under the stamps. Right, okay, versafine Nocturne, versafine Clair Nocturne. Lovely, lovely ink. So I'm just going to literally ink up the tray, nothing more. I use an old face cloth to wipe off any excess ink anywhere. So it usually catches the boot of the man holding the tray. Okay, so here we go. I do love this tray. I hope Wendy does a larger tray in the next lot. This is such a pretty tray, proper Christmassy. Ooh. Oh, no, that will do. That's perfect. Okay, so that's tray number 1. Just wipe it over. Okay, so tray number 2. And tray number 2 is from the Peaceful Panorama. So I'm going to place that on here. Probably put it, I don't know, right there. Yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? Place it there. Bring over my board. Maybe put some magnets on to hold it this time. And I can ink this one up. Now what I do with this, because this one has like the little lights on it, doesn't it? So I'll show you what I did to get rid of the lights, if you like, so it just looks like a normal Christmas tray. Give it a good press. So let the ink really sink in when you're doing it, okay? Because you know, you're inking on top of ink. Okay, I'm happy with that. Another plane, sorry guys. Right, okay. So now we're going to go to the little trees. So I'm going to do these by hand, the little trees. So, bear with. This is where we need the mask. Okay, so it's this one. Hang on, let me get the sheet for you so you know which one it is. So I think it's that one, the middle one. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. So I'm just going to pop some ink on there. And with my mask, I'm just going to put them there like that. I hope this comes out. I like to use my platform, if I'm honest, but yeah, it has. And we'll do another one next to it. Perfect. And then we'll do a couple over here. Okay. Oh. Ink. Okay, that'll do. think I've got a bit of a line under that one, but I can fill it in with a pencil or a pen. Right, okay. So that's a little guy's done. Right, so I'm just going to blot this because this takes longer to dry. And did you know, I found out, I was watching a video last week and I found out with this versafine Clair, if you're quick and you've got some clear embossing, you can actually emboss it because it takes longer to dry. How good is that? Right, okay. So now we're going to go to the larger tree. Bear with me, I'm just going to grab that from my stamp pack. This is another one of my favourite trees, this is. I love this tree. So this is, let me get the picture for you. It's this tree here. This is the one we're going to use. From the Fox and the Fence. Now this I will use my stamping mat for. Right. Let me just grab my Fox because I want to make sure that I can fit them both on. Right, okay. Gorgeous tree this is, absolutely gorgeous. I can actually move these in now, as a matter of fact. Corner them. That's it. Oops. Okay, put it one side for a sec. Right, okay, so I'm happy for them to go there. And we'll stamp him up again in the Nocturne. Versafine Clair Nocturne. Bring it over and press. When you're pressing anything fine like this, don't be careful not to press too hard. I'm quite heavy-handed, I am, I find. But it squidges the rubber out and you lose all the detail. So that's okay, I'm happy with that. And then there's just our gorgeous Mr. Fox. So for that, apologies again, I didn't mention that ink, did I? So this, I'm going to use Acorn for him. This is a really nice shade of brown. So I'm going to put him, gorgeous boy, I'm going to put him right there. Hopefully he looks straight. Okay. Okay. Right, Versafine Clair Acorn. Really lovely shade. I'll give him a little stamp. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now, if you're like me, I mean, I've got OCD, I'm sure I have, because I have to. I won't do it now because I haven't got time, but you see, it's not too bad on this, to be fair, but you know, can you see, it's like, you can see the pale blue. You can actually fill that in with a white pencil if you've got a white chalk pencil, or your posca maybe. Just be really careful if you've got a fine one. You could maybe use that. So that is all. Let me just check. Yeah, that is all the stamping done now. Okay. So let's move this out of the way. Right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do some shadows. Well, first of all, Right, Sharpie pen, use it all the time for lots of things. So all I'm going to do is literally just fill in there. You see where the gaps are? So I'm just going to fill in there. I didn't quite catch it properly. And where the white bits are on the tray, I literally just dot it. So I'm going to put some white posca on here anyway. So you could probably get away, if I'm honest, you probably get away without doing this. But this is just me. In case I miss a bit and I've got bright pink showing through the trees. Not a good look. Right, okay, that's done. Right. Another quick blot. Just to make sure I don't smudge anything. Right, okay, so the white work now. So I have Posca. This is a 0.7 Posca white. I'll show you the nib. Skinny nib. I don't know, you might be able to get finer than this. I'm not sure. I really don't understand the sizes. I'm not going to fib. But I use that anyway. And I also use the white Signo. I think these are available on Wendy's on Cardio website. And also, she's mentioned stocking these. So if you're going to order any, check on Wendy's site on the Cardio website. Because you may already have them in. Right, okay. So this is literally just smudging. That's it. So it's like kind of little dots, if you like, and dab. And that gives the illusion. Again, I'm rushing this, so, but it gives the illusion of paint, because I love these. I love smudging them, because the effects you can get are great. Okay, so, and obviously, you know, I like to go do the outlines and everything on, you know, from the light of the moon kind of thing. So, but I won't do that today. Well, I'll just do a little bit on here, and it's literally just do that and then smudge. Just a gentle, very light, gentle smudge, and it looks like snow. And you could obviously spend more time than I am. Again, I'm only doing this like roughly just to show you basically what I do. Okay, so that's them. And you can add, like, you know, you can add brighter dots, etc., to make it stand out more. Or you can do little light, tiny lines, but only add it really lightly and build it up, because this smudges, especially when they're new, as you probably know, using them. I mean, you could actually leave it just with the dots on it. It would look like snow anyway, but this is what I do anyway. Okay, and then the biggie. Now, that's what I do. I went round this before. That's just literally for the light. And then just start adding your bits in. But only do little bits, because it does dry pretty quick, so. That is literally all you do. And you can use, say, now it looks grey rather than black. Makes it look totally different. But it's literally just like scribbling. Smudge it in. Because it's, you know, a normal tree. They don't grow uniform, do they? The leaves, etc. So you can kind of get away with scribbling, dabbing. But that will give you some idea. I mean, I spend a lot longer. I'm not going to fib when I do these myself, so. just to give you an idea. Okay, so that's that. We can add a bit of, without the highlights. That will represent the light shining on them. Do the same here. Okay, and that's that basically. Right, okay, next we need to draw the fence. So literally really easy, freehand. I'm going to draw this fence. So and again, it's real wood, so it's not going to be dead straight lines. So I'll just do a couple of those. A couple of those. And that's it. There's your fence, guys. Like I said, you can spend longer when you do it. Then block that. And then again, coming with the posca. Smudge. Smudge. And can you see how it looks like I've got the snow on it? Just takes the harsh black. A couple of straights down. There you go. That's that. Right, signo. So the signo, I use the signo and I go round in like a circular motion. But can you see the snow now on the top? Again, I would take a lot longer. Or you can use Wendy sells some, I think it's called chunky embossing powder. I think I've mentioned it before. And that would be brilliant for anything like this, because it stands out. Or the fluffy stuff where it comes out like a liquid pearl, or it comes out like a glue, and then you put the heat gun on it and it all fluffs up like snow. It's really good. So again, I would normally, when that dries, I'd probably go over it. Maybe, I don't know, depending on the colours. Posca pen again for the tail. This is obviously optional. So gives you a little bit of a white tail on him. Okay. Right, the tree. So what I did with the tree, I went over it with the tip of the pen just to make it black, basically. You don't need to do this. You can colour it in brown, only because the white bits obviously show up the blue background and the sky. So I tend to just fill it in with this Sharpie. So while that is drying, I then get my Carbothelo chalk pencils, the black one, and now I'm going to do some shadowing. So literally build it up, just build it up very gently. And again, you'll get to, take more time on it when you do it yourself. These work really well with a cotton bud as well for me, you know, for smudging it if you don't want to use your finger. But they're so soft. See how soft they are? They just make great shadows. Okay, and then the fence, which I should have done before I put the blooming snow on the bottom, sorry. Just draw a line, smudge. Couple of strokes, smudge. Couple of strokes, smudge. And there's your shadowing for that. And then obviously the tree. And smudge. That gives a shadow. And I'm, pardon me, I'm just going to do